Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Smith, Superintendent of the West Aurora Schools, and welcome to this month's board recap. Before we begin, I would like to remind everyone of our winter weather process. In the event of inclement weather resulting in buildings being closed for one day, we'll use an emergency day, and that day is made up later in the year. If buildings close for more than one day, we'll move to e-learning days, where instruction is held virtually and does not require makeup of days. For e-learning days, elementary students can find their Zoom links on Seesaw, and secondary students can find theirs on Schoology, which will follow their building's established schedules. We ask that all students and staff bring home their devices and chargers each night during the winter to stay prepared. Safety is our top priority, so we closely monitor local conditions, consult with community partners, and communicate decisions by 5:15 a.m. whenever possible. Keep an eye on your email, text messages, our website, and social media for timely updates. Thank you for your cooperation as we work together to keep everyone safe and warm. Now on to our monthly board recap, where we will provide a summary of our November and December 2024 meetings. Starting with highlights from our November 4th meeting. In recognition, we began the November 4th meeting by honoring Mrs. Diane Renner, who recently retired after 14 years of service as the Executive Director of the Marie Wilkinson Food Pantry. Under her leadership, the pantry became a valued community partner, offering vital resources, fostering meaningful collaborations, and supporting countless families throughout our district. In information, Mr. Ryan Abrahamson, our Director of Finance, presented the annual 2024 tax levy and tax levy year 2023 abatement of taxes. The final approval of both of these items occurred at the December 9th meeting, and Mr. Abrahamson will file the levy with the state. Mrs. Ana Gonzalez, our Director of Community Affairs, provided a comprehensive update on this November's district events. Across every grade level, schools hosted Veterans Day assemblies, honoring individuals who have served in all branches of our nation's military. Additionally, our students showcased their talents in fall plays and concerts across the district. In discussion, Dr. Angie Smith, our Associate Superintendent of Operations, discussed the purchase of property on Randall Road adjacent to West Aurora High School. The purchase of this property was approved during the November 18 meeting. Dr. Smith also shared additional details on the potential purchase of electrical buses. Following the recommendation to partner with Highland Electric Fleets through a multi-year lease contract, the board approved the plan on November 18th. The goal is to have the electric buses operational by the start of the upcoming school year. Now on to our November 18th meeting. The meeting began with our public hearing regarding the physical education waiver. There were several public comments on the waiver. Filing the waiver with the state would give the district flexibility in how the elementary instructional day is constructed. The waiver application was approved during the December 9th meeting. In those who make a difference, the district recognized our Board of Education for their unwavering dedication and service to our community. November 15th marked Illinois School Board Recognition Day, providing us with a special opportunity to show our appreciation for their commitment to excellence in education. In information items, Dr. Angie Smith provided an update on district capital projects. She highlighted that we are deliberately scaling back this year, as the last few years have been very busy. There's some concrete, roofing, and other improvements that will take place in various buildings. Mrs. Marty Nearing, Executive Director of Student and Family Services, and her team, Mrs. Olivia Smith, Student Attendance and Welfare Administrator, and Mr. Pete Martino, Assistant Director of Student and Family Services, shared an update on student attendance efforts. Since the opening of the Jeff Craig Resource Center, the team has noted improved attendance rates as well as greater consistency in how buildings report and respond to attendance data. In addition, they've been sending nudge letters to families which have positively influenced attendance. Ultimately, our goal is to ensure students are present in school, benefiting from valuable instructional time. Mr. Ron Murphy, Executive Director of Human Resources, presented the draft school year calendar for the 2025-2026 school year. A committee of AEAW union members and administrators meet several times to discuss the school calendar and strategically plot important dates. There was nothing of note from previous years, and this calendar was approved during the December 9th meeting. In action items, the board approved the 2023-2024 annual financial reports and the 2025-2026 secondary course proposals, both of which had been presented at a previous meeting. Now on to our December 9th meeting. In those who make a difference, the board recognized Mr. Patrick Kasher and Mr. John Whitney of the North Aurora chapter of the Knights of Columbus for their generous donation of cold weather apparel. These items are being distributed to our students in need across our school community, ensuring that our learners remain warm and comfortable as the temperatures drop. In information items, Mr. Pete Martino provided an update on how schools are managing student cell phone use, highlighting strategies like phone caddies, off and away policies, and lockboxes. A committee is formed to evaluate these methods and review practices in neighboring districts. Also, Principal Jeff Bryan of Jefferson Middle School shared his building's successful approach. The committee will continue to meet and determine what works best for our district. Mrs. Elizabeth Wendell, Executive Director of Curriculum and Instruction, presented the discussion about elementary instructional minutes. A committee was formed to look at our current elementary day and how everything is allocated, and also they have looked at surrounding districts and how our structure compares. The committee is looking at best ways to best support the implementation of our new core literacy program. Dr. Angie Smith introduced a proposed partnership with the Kane County Credit Union to establish a branch at West High School. The on-site branch would allow for students to participate in a paid internship opportunity and would also provide easy access for students and staff to open accounts and bank conveniently. Mrs. Gonzalez also highlighted the numerous holiday events happening this December, including a variety of band and choir concerts, as well as several games and performances taking place before the break. That wraps up our board meeting recap for the remainder of 2024. Thank you, and I wish everyone a wonderful holiday season and break.